In 1935, Austrian physicist Erwin Schrödinger published a discussion in an EPR article that highlighted the strange nature of quantum entanglement. This discussion was actually a thought experiment that is now famously known as the Schrödinger cat paradox. Now, you might ask, what does quantum entanglement have anything to do with this experiment? Well, everything really. Quantum entanglement was quite a fuss back in the day and remains to this day something that confuses scientists. At the time, there were many profound discussions and interpretations of the revolutionary new science of quantum mechanics and its implications. Schrödinger believed that entanglement was one of the most important aspects of the quantum world, describing it as the characteristic trait of quantum mechanics, the one that enforces its entire departure from classical lines of thought. One of the interpretations of quantum mechanics that Schrödinger disagreed with was the Copenhagen interpretation, which suggested that in the quantum world all potentials exist simultaneously until one potential is observed. In an effort to illustrate the absurdity of such a notion, he decided to create a thought experiment, an imaginary experiment where he could model in mind what he could not do in a laboratory. His thought experiment came to be famously known as Schrödinger's cat. Now, instead of me explaining the two most known examples of this paradox, the one where the cat is stuck in a steel chamber and the one where it's under a box, I decided to explain something where the kitty doesn't die at the end. Poor kitty. So imagine you put a pig and an apple inside of a room. Now the pig is either hungry and will eat that apple, or isn't hungry and will leave the apple alone. Now there's a 50-50 chance that he'll do either thing. Now you leave the pig inside for about a minute, and before you look, you can predict if the apple has been eaten or not, but you'll only have a 50% chance of saying the correct thing, which means you'll probably say the wrong thing. Murphy's Law. So instead of saying it's been eaten or it's not been eaten, you can rather say that the apple is in a superposition. It is eaten and not eaten at the same time, but when you do open up the room and check, the apple can either be eaten or not eaten, but not both. Well, this is exactly what Schrödinger was talking about when he was explaining quantum entanglement. And as always, stay curious.